this one.
All right, and we are live. Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, everybody. I know it has been quite some time since I've talked to each and every single one of you. I know I've been slacking. There's just been a lot of extra shit that's been going on in my life that I've been having to deal with and go through that. I didn't want to give that negative energy off, like I said last time. Then more shit gets piled on, then it continues, and obviously everybody knows the whole story of every time you, every you said, two steps forward, three steps back, whatever amount whatever amount you want it to be, as long as it's negative. Feel me?
Yeah.
Um, but with that being said, yo, how are y'all doing? I got an interesting topic today that I wanted to talk about, and
All right, I'm done.
so so I want to talk about weight in society, like weight in culture in general,
Okay. Like,
because I was like how can I say? Because we can give it from a man's point of view when it comes down to weight, right?
okay.
And obviously, like us, there's a lot of times where we can be told if we're too skinny or if we're too fat by pretty much anybody. It doesn't really fucking matter. I would say no one really has any, how can I say, regard for your how you personally feel for something or anything of that nature. I would say, and that shit gets wild. I would say, but from a woman's point of view, I was having this conversation the other day,
Hmm.
and it's brought up to the fact that women have so many different point of views of how they're supposed to deal with their bodies or how they're supposed to feel about their bodies. And I and the question that I was trying to figure out was, why is it that if there's so many different views on so many different bodies, why is it a struggle for a woman to feel comfortable in her own skin or feel comfortable going for a specific type of body, right?
I feel like society plays a factor, or how that person is, what experience they have gone through. Because there are people in the world that do body shame others,
True.
or there's example, people can get bullied, people can get called names, and that has a big factor into it. Like, I feel like your childhood and how you were treated in that age shaped the way a person might be today. Because it, people don't understand that you're at such a young age. You're figuring out who you are. You're trying to be, and having that negative um, experiences could definitely impact your life in a negative way by not accepting yourself or any of that stuff. So,
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, it happens a lot, and my account, because the whole argument that I had with my girlfriend, or was it my girlfriend I was talking to? Yeah. So we were having a conversation about the uh, the Kardashian sisters,
okay.
and or well, Kardashian and the Jenners or whatever the fuck. But the thing was how I think it was one of the Jenner sisters got in trouble for having one of her pictures photoshopped for one of her modeling pics or something like that. And I was like, how would you feel if maybe it was legitimate? Let's say it was a legitimate picture, right? And let's say, how would you feel if everybody was giving you backlash because of how your body was naturally made? And that's what these people are specifically looking for. Feel me? Like, this is
Gotcha.
what's getting promoted out there. Regardless that there's other all types of other body shapes being praised now. I mean, obviously it wasn't a norm before, but now that it's becoming more of a normal, why does it seem that it's not crossing as many minds when it comes down to it at the end of the day? When it comes to, I would say, women or women themselves. Because I would say in the men's community, fitness is a becoming more and more of a factor constantly.
You think so? I feel like
So
It's
I
different
think so
actually.
now as we get older. I think it's just because of the people that I follow more or less, but it's like the
Okay.
people that
I feel like weight is more accepted now than, or I feel like more people are more accepting to uh weight in just in general.
yeah.
Um, just because you know you see women are how do I put this? Women are helping each other out by being like, okay, it's okay to be in your own skin. This
Mhm.
is the body you should be happy, whatever body you have. You should just be happy. Um, and if you don't like something, you can change it. You can make that life changes and do something about it. Like if you're like, I want to lose weight, you can do that.
Right.
If you want to gain weight, then you can do that. You could always make those changes in your life to go to something too close. I mean, there's no such deal as ideal body because everybody always is like, okay, there's some type of flaw. There's no perfect body,
I agree.
but you can get to at least somewhat close to that by making changes in your life and in that aspect. Um,
Well, I mean,
but
well,
I
for most, for a
for
lot of people, you can.
for
Cause
yeah
say
yeah
some.
yeah.
Obviously, there are people out there that can't. We're not talking about the people who can't physically change their problems or aspect of their
Of course, yeah.
situation.
Um, yeah, I just definitely think it's just more just because 20 just being in this year, just the in the last couple years, I feel like the things that people say don't have the same impact as it did in the past, if that makes sense. You know, people are more. I mean, we're going through so much other shit. If people are gonna be like, "Yo, Avery, you're fat," then I'm gonna be like, "Okay,
But
thank you for
but
telling
it,
me."
I think it's like I think it's 10 times easier to tell a guy that than it is a woman. I mean, when it comes woman to woman, obviously, but when it comes to anything to a man, I think it's 10 times easier
Of
to tell
course,
a
yeah.
man
I
that
mean,
he's
I
fat
guess we
compared to this
I,
to a woman.
yes, I definitely agree with that. And but I feel like everybody's different. It might not have the. I feel like gender. Um, see, I don't know how to if I even want to say this because I don't know if I really truly believe what I'm saying. Like
Well,
to this point, I was gonna say I don't think gender really matters because people like men can have the same uh like if somebody says something negative towards somebody's male's body, if it was a male to a male or a female to a male, can have the same uh, negative outlook on the comment.
yes,
But
yes, yes, yes. I completely agree with that.
yeah,
It's just
I honestly don't believe it's just gender thing. I won't like saying women take it more than men because it honestly depend. It honestly depends on the person. It really
I
does.
agree. What I meant as in saying to clarify was when it comes down to people just saying it flat out to you.
Hmm.
When it comes to men, like if a man, like how many times have you seen a man call a woman fat compared to women call a woman fat? Or how many times have you seen a man call a woman fat compared to how many times to a woman has called a man fat?
It's crazy when you say shit like that. Like what you just said is just like depending on which way that impact the whoever's saying it to the person has an impact. So like if a woman says it to another woman, that then they might not actually take it as like, oh damn, you looking fat, like, oh, it's like if I'm like a man to a man, just like, yo bro, you get a little chunky, you might not take it as it depends on that might depend on the gender depending who you hear from, you know what I mean?
Right.
So like if
I
I was
mean,
like, bro, could like, so here's an example. I was like, uh Avi, you're gaining a little chunky. Like I don't think I was, again, maybe it's just because coming from my member. I didn't really take that as much. I wasn't be like, damn, she's hurting my feelings. Or to like a friend, a female friend that was like, when I was losing too much weight, she was like, you look sick, it was it. And that didn't really impact me to maybe a little bit more than my mom telling me that, you know what I mean? So honestly, it depends. It really depends on the person and who is telling you, or
I
who is
completely
telling you
agree.
these comments. Because if a random stranger tells me you look fat as fuck, I don't know if that's really gonna truly affect me. But person next to me, it might be like that might be devastating because
Mm.
you're like, who the is this person? You don't know them, and coming and insulting you like that,
I get
compared
that.
to like my mom saying, "Hey, you're fat as fuck." I might think that's funny, you know.
Yeah, I can't lie.
But like, yo, Avery, you gotta lose some lbs. I think it's how we perceive it as human beings is like, and what relationship we have with that person as well,
Mm.
that plays factors. There's too many variables to give a straight answer. That's my political answer for that.
I completely agree. I just think it's mainly dependent, like you said, who's saying it and how they say it. But I think sometimes people are too scared to tell somebody about themselves because they're scared of the response that's going to come. Now,
Yeah.
like someone said, what if they said you're skinny as fuck? And this is where I was going to come from because I'm skinny as shit. I think
Yeah,
I'm like 140, like 145 wet, and it's ridiculous. But like I
mhm.
get told I need to eat all the time, but I don't. I I don't
Does
know if
it?
it's if
Let me
it's a
ask you this: does it
sure.
impact you? Does like with those comments? Does it affect you emotionally, like in a positive or a negative way?
There we go, and that's the point I was getting to. I don't know if it's because of it's a societal thing or if it's just me personally, but I kind of feel like skinny jokes kind of don't hold the same weight as fat jokes, pun intended. But regardless of the fact, it just means skinny jokes usually seem like they don't hurt as much
Hmm.
as fat jokes, even though skinny jokes aren't as prevalent. Because there's a lot more funny fat jokes there are. Like I hear a
Well,
lot more about people being fat than being skinny.
people take obese or just big weight as a negative thing. You know, skinny, even though it is like be too skinny, um, can also be well, I don't want to say can also be. It could be like not say I don't want to say could be like is a also a negative, but because society
Hold on, you're
society has
going in and out.
made. Oh, okay, sorry. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you go ahead.
Okay, society has made fat and overweight more negative. You know, that's a society thing. You know, throughout the years.
Wait. To a degree, because wasn't it Lizzo that just got in trouble for saying that she was losing weight or getting into a better mindset, or well, getting
Yeah,
into
yeah,
a
I agree
better
to that.
part of her life?
To a certain degree. To a certain degree. You're right. You're right.
I would say
I would
someone.
say to a certain degree. But I also think, um, I'm backtracking a little bit. Um, how damn how social media. So how we were talking about how I was saying like it's more accepted for like weight and people are more accepting to be in tune with their bodies.
Right.
Social media has had given the people an opportunity to put themselves out there. So like I feel like I've seen more pictures of, and maybe it's just my experience, but like TikTok example, like I see so many women of all shapes and sizes be on that platform and
Right.
showing like what they are, you know, regardless of what weight they are. And also men, like, I feel like social media and just being able to put yourself out there has made it kind of more accepting, in my opinion.
Mm. I can
So
I can agree with that. I would have to say that now being in your own skin is highly is not highly is a lot more acceptable obviously than it was a long time ago, but the confidence that's coming out in people now I think seems to be more than ever before. And now people are realizing their worth and their potential just based off of everybody else saying fuck it, love who you are. And to go with a few of the stigmas that like some people said in chat, like the reason why fat is such a stigma is because it usually comes with health risk, and usually being skinny doesn't. Highly understandable, and I can't lie, I kind of completely
I mean,
agree.
I'll say
Not saying
skinny to a
that
certain
because you.
extent because like skinny you can also get this health risk as well.
No, I
Be
completely
too.
agree. I completely agree. That's where I was going with it. I was gonna say just because you're skinny doesn't also mean you're healthy
Mm,
as well. Either like just because you're fat doesn't also mean you're unhealthy either. I would say there's a lot of other factors that play other than just physical health based on your weight. But your weight also controls your mental aspects as well. I would say like one thing I didn't learn is like how weight can literally, obviously not learning now. I learned something about weight can fuck up your eyesight, which is insane. I didn't know that. I didn't know that the more weight that you could put on, it can impair your eyesight. I didn't know that.
mm-hmm.
I would say, but the mental illness that comes with people who constantly eat, or the people who constantly work out but like keep getting skinnier and skinnier, so on and so forth. Like
Mm-hmm.
there are different mental disorders that come with either size of the bar. And the
Yeah,
thing that scares me is that there are still people out there that saying you need to be a specific way. I can understand delegating
that's
for
why
people.
I hate the BMI system, like the
Yes,
body
I can.
metrics. Yeah, I fucking
I
hate that shit.
completely agree with that. That shit says I'm literally perfectly healthy for my height, my weight, and my age. I'm
That
literally
shit
perfect.
says I'm overweight, which I mean I do feel like I have to lose some weight, but I feel like if I lose way too much weight, my body is not gonna. I grew into my body that I'm supposed to be in. Everybody's different. You can't just base it off a fucking scale, just a general thing. Like everyone is
Yes.
different in their own ways, and they're gonna go through different experiences. Eh, and I feel like it also like when people see that scale, that basically, and if they see overweight, that's a negative. That can be a negative impact on their lives. You know, like oh my
Yeah.
god, I can't get under that scale, and then say me, I'm 200 pounds. If I try to get to, I think I need to. I'm supposed to be 140 for my height and weight. My height, I'm fine. So at my height, I'm supposed to be 140.
I would say, aren't
So I
you
would have to,
what? You're 5'9", right?
yeah, 5'8", 5'9".
That's
But
that's my height. That you're supposed to look what I'm supposed to look like, which is
yeah,
insane. Because to me that doesn't make any sense.
they don't calculate like weight from gaining muscle or anything like that. So how much do you weigh, my friend?
140, 145.
Yeah, so that's what I'm supposed to be at. And for me to do that, I have to drop 60 pounds. And honestly, I don't want to do that because I might end up sick. Like losing that much of weight, my body's not gonna be used to it. And honestly, like I feel like I'm at the body that I need to be. I
Yeah.
have a lot of mass because I work out and all that stuff. So it's not pertaining body fat, but it could be also as muscle. So what does that mean? I would have to lose. Would I have to lose all the muscle? Would I have to? And what would that do on my health? I hate that system. I for with a passion. With a passion, I hate that system
Someone
because
asked me.
honestly,
Oh, I'm sorry.
yeah.
Continue.
No, no,
Continue.
good, no, no, good.
I was gonna say, someone asked me, do you think because of the confidence and growth in people's own mind, is that why they're getting bullied, or is why they're bullying more?
Well, you got to read the first part. You said,
Hold on.
"Do
Let me
I
let me
think?"
read it word for word. Let me read it word for
Okay.
word. Do you think people realizing their potential and becoming more confident that is actually causing them to bully others more?
Let me think about that. Don't think.
I'm honestly gonna go with a yes. The reason I say so is because it kind of comes with some of the territory of from what you see from celebrities, that you get into a position of power, or you get to this area where someone is giving you this attention or love that you need,
Mm,
and that shit takes over, and you just automatically just have to put others down or some shit like that. Or because you lacked the confidence before, you had some type of glow up or whatever, now you want to be the bully. It happens.
here's the crazy thing, and
I
I
would
learned
say
this in
if you
psychology.
Hold on, I'm sorry. One
No,
second.
no.
I
Okay.
say if anybody wants to join the conversation, tomorrow comes the call-in show. So if you want to join the call-in show tomorrow, definitely. I'll say we're gonna have the number up. I don't know if we're gonna do it through Zoom anymore or if we're gonna do it through the Google Voice. We'll decide that later. Yada
Yeah,
yada
we'll figure it
yada.
out.
I would say because some people want to be seen, some other people don't. Some people just, I don't know how to
I
do it
think.
because some people might put some wild shit up on the screen. I'm not trying to get banned as well. I mean, there's
Yeah,
just so
no, I
many so
know.
many different ways it could go.
It's
We
so
might do it
risky
so
when.
you can't.
Yeah.
We might do it so you can't put your video up, something like that. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But if you want to come join the conversation tomorrow, we'll definitely be up here same time tomorrow. So definitely come check us out. Sorry, go ahead, sir.
Um, I was gonna say this. So I learned this from psychology. At a young age, we do something called modeling. So our parents are our model, and we learn. We gain information on how to do things by watching. So we will watch our parents, and we learn from that, and then we kind of emphasize or model what they're doing in our future. When we watch these celebrities, when we see these celebrities and their bodies are amazing. They're like so slim. They look gorgeous, everything like that. People have that mindset. This is what you're supposed to look at. Like, especially if you,
Uh,
I don't want to say idolize you. You look up to them because they're successful. It's like creating a false image of this is how what perfect looks like.
I would say,
And
but
but
haven't we come to the point where we know that that's not reality? I mean, if you can look
I
down
mean,
the
people,
street
yeah,
and not see anybody that looks like the people on fucking TV, would that not make any sense to you?
but it still has an impact, I believe, just because again, these are people that because they embolize success. You look at them like, oh my god, and I'm not saying
Success,
you
go,
or
go,
me in
go.
specifically, but people do look up to these celebrities and like, I need to try to be this person. Why, like plastic surgery? People feel like they need to look like do whatever it takes to be this person because then they might be successful. Everybody wants to
Mm,
be successful. People don't want to fail. Like, and if that's one route to get there, then honestly, then it's a possibility. I think I do agree with what you said. Like, maybe like looking around once you're like away from looking at celebrities and you see what the general public, they're not gonna look like that.
right.
But who? But by looking at somebody, you don't know if they're successful or not. But when you see a person on the TV and you see all of the things that they're accomplishing, you could physically see it. So there's something to base it off of. If I met a person on the street, I have no idea.
Mm,
This guy or girl might look amazing, but I don't know if they're successful. It's what we see. Is
right.
what information we are given. What makes the difference is the factor that is different from a regular person, or this is also a regular person, but they're successful, so maybe modeling like that. You can't. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever had a celebrity that be like, "Damn, I want to be just like that,"
Kobe.
or "I want to"? Exact. Okay. Okay.
Kobe
Okay. Sure.
Bryant. Kobe
Sure.
Bean
Sure.
Bryant.
So if and Kobe was in fantastic shape, so you don't think there would be people out there that are just like, I need to look like that. I need to do whatever it takes to look like that
Mm, of course. I mean, there's
because
a lot of people out there that have that mentality, and that's what they go
yeah.
for. It's
But
just, it's
yeah.
just, most people can literally sit down, have this conversation with you, and fully understand the problem and concept. It's just when you're in the moment and it's happening, you don't think that shit to yourself. It doesn't register in your mind that like, well, no, I'm perfectly fine the way I am. It's it's
It's a
kind of hard to
society
say.
thing. It's a
I get it.
society thing.
I get that it's a society thing, but like you can literally look at it after the fact that it happens. And that's what makes me so mad is that something can happen and then 10 seconds, 10 minutes later, 5 minutes later, 50 seconds, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And I can literally come up with a whole scenario that would have been better, or a way that I can avoid it, or something of that nature, if I'd have just took the time. But heat of the moment, my emotions get the best of me, and I'm like, well, this is what I need, this is what I should, this is what I'm doing. And you don't fucking think.
Mm-hmm.
And then you being in the moment of self-pity, or being in the moment of feeling overweight, or someone said something that bothered you, and then you see one of these commercials, that's an official quick ass emotional response that you're having to it, and then you
It's why
automatically are
commercials are
dragged towards it.
yeah.
It's insane how you can be so rational yet so irrational within such a close time span, and then let the irrational still be there even after you ration it out.
Right.
Rational. That's the word of
I
the
want
day.
I want to say this. How many times have you watched like a 30-minute show? Like say you watch TV for the whole day, and how many commercials have you seen that had like Neutrogenics or like weight loss, and then they have these people that look amazing. It's a tactic, you know. They want you to believe that this is how you're supposed to look, and that these pills will get you to exactly what you accomplish.
Yeah, we saw there's this constant commercial of, I forgot what it's called, but they keep saying you can lose almost 12 pounds. And then the girl literally goes up to her friend and says, "I lost almost 12 pounds."
Almost.
It's like, and then like they just show the person doing the most beautiful things. It's like, all right, now he's walking his dog. He's an actor. His actor done won a football award. Uh, he's actually part of being the director as well. He's going to the park to do this, that, and the other. I'll say, but the
Mm,
entire time they're showing all this beautiful shit. They're telling you that you can get explosive diarrhea, leaky butthole. You might catch a lump in your throat. You might lose your teeth. It might cause gingivitis. It might cause pancreas cancer. Like, it's like, what the fuck, bro?
but they say it real quick, so you don't really listen to it.
Sometimes they don't even say it quick. Like on this commercial, they don't say it quick at all. They literally say it in a regular voice, but they just say it over very nice music. And they just show the nigga doing a bunch of nice shit. And it's like, bro, why is the side effects so insane? And
It's like, what are you putting in these chemicals?
what the
Like, what
fuck is the
chemicals are
point?
you? Yeah.
What is the point of me taking the motherfucking thing if I possibly gonna get 15 other things added on? Oh, all right. I had a little bit of acid reflux. Cool. I got rid of that. Now I'm blind in one eye. I don't think that was a good trade off. Like it just, bro.
Yeah.
But going back to the weight thing in general, I just think it's insane how everyone has to be categorized based on their weight in society in general.
BMI. Yeah. I
And
just
I
want to
get
bring
it
this up
that,
real quick.
good.
On Merck said uh, weight loss commercial followed by a beer commercial. It's like counterintuitive, man. Like it's crazy because a lot of times that's what happens. I've seen so many commercials that it's like, here, lose weight. Oh, but here, have this beer. Like commercials are the most corrupt thing I've ever witnessed. Just because
Next
like
to police.
yeah, I
Next
mean
to police and
yeah,
lawyers.
yes. I mean, let me to an certain extent, yeah, it's one of the most. Let me say that one of the most. Um,
What you
the
want me to say?
power,
Shit.
the power and impact it can do to a person. You know, it makes you like. It's supposed to make you want something. It's supposed to make you feel like, damn, I don't have this. I need to get it. It's and there's a formula around it. There's different lighting. There's make look at pizza commercials like Pizza Hut.
Mm.
Like they literally spend hours and a lot of money to make this pizza look like fucking pizza. But when And it's funny that I'm using pizza because I hate it, like it's not my favorite or I hate it and shit.
I used to fuck with Pizza Hut. I used to fuck with Pizza Hut. Y'all used to fuck with Pizza Hut too. I don't want to hear shit. Y'all used to
but
fuck with Pizza Hut.
but it's so crazy because like when you watch the commercial, it's like the perfect pizza. But then when you bring it,
Oh,
you
that shit
say
is
it's
fake, my nigga. Have you
of
seen those
course,
commercials? Have you seen those
yes,
YouTube
yes,
videos?
yes, and I have. But this is my example. This is what I mean. Like it's supposed to manipulate you. It's supposed to make you think you need this in your life. You need this right
Right.
now. I need some Pizza Hut. Look how fucking good that pizza looks.
Yo.
I will tell you guys for right now, I will never say that because I fucking hate pizza. But back to what I was saying, like that's the whole point of it. It's it's supposed to make you want it, and so for the weight loss, they put these models and people, and they show the pictures of the before and after to make you believe that this is your number one answer, that this is the way how things, this is the answer to all your problem, this is the number one solution. If
It
you take
is.
these pills, yeah, there will be side effects, but it will give you the result you want.
You
That's
can
the
live,
crazy thing.
bro. Like you'll be happy. It's just they just look.
Thank you,
It's
love.
just eat this. Eat this. You want this. This is what you want. You want these. You
Commercials,
want this
people,
food. You
hella
want my pizza. Eat
agreed.
my pizza.
Like it's like nigga, no. It's just I would say, have you seen the burger commercials too? Like all that, everything is fake. They put everything in the front. They make it nice, big, juicy, and then you get the motherfucker, and you're like, "Well, I'm gonna eat it anyway."
Yeah.
I was like, "You done spent too much money not to eat this motherfucker." I'll be damned.
Lemster, have a good night.
Oh,
But
thank you
no,
for the
yeah, man.
award. I meant to say that. Thank you for the award. I appreciate that.
I just want to
Like,
take a second, real quick, before
God,
we continue our conversation. I just want to say thank you so much for everyone who is here. We are so appreciative of the time that you guys are giving us. You guys are guaranteed 24 hours in a whole day. And the fact that you guys are spending some of that time, it could even be 10 seconds with us to see what our product is and who we are about is amazing. You know, a round of applause for you guys because you guys, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys. You guys
give
make this so
yourself a
special.
round of applause.
For real, man. Again, me and Kato are just honored for the opportunity to put ourselves out there and voice our opinions. And this
Always
is
been
amazing
honored.
to us.
Always been honored.
So,
That I've always been
yeah.
honored.
So,
Do y'all hear that, people? We've always been honored. Always.
always.
This is just a nice, just a little announcement to let you know that we've always been honored. We've always been honored. People in the back, hey, listen up. Listen up, people. We've been honored. Thank you. Good night.
Now, I have to say, the people that we have in chat are some very beautiful people. I have to admit.
Yeah,
I be going through, I be reading your
absolutely.
chat shit and everything like that. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. I really do. I say it again for the people in the back. I know that was cool, right? Hey, I love the filters. I try to do my best, people. I try to do my best, absolutely. Um, so my boy Suave, let me ask you a question.
Yes. Shoot.
How do you feel about the situation that is happening in Texas right now? The crazy amount of time.
All the snowstorm, right? The fact that like 4,000 people don't have power and shit.
Yes, that.
Whoa. I, I'm kind of like, I don't really, I don't know, just because like, I feel like they they didn't prepare because like Texas snowstorm, it's kind of it's not common.
Fuck
So a lot
no,
of,
nigga, it's Texas.
I know exactly. So a lot of the technology, like the power line, it's not like we're like being up north. Like a lot of things are built differently.
True.
So I just, maybe this is the wake up sign that shows that okay, maybe we have to change things up to make sure this doesn't happen again. You know, I feel bad for a lot of the people in that situation because again, like nobody prepares for a snowstorm. It's Texas, and for a snowstorm like that, like damn, what are we doing to the world to be able to have snow in Texas? Like Jesus
Mm.
Christ.
I completely
Like
agree with that.
like we're the world is gonna implode. We're
Hold
imploding
on,
the
hold on.
world, man.
An 11-year-old boy just froze to death. That's fucking horrible.
Oh my
And
god.
yo, yo, you going to Texas tomorrow, my boy?
Who, me?
No, Scully.
Uh,
I forgot. I never figured out how to pronounce his
Cody.
thing.
You
I
could just
know.
call him
I
Cody.
know. Oh, I can call him
Yeah,
that on the street. Okay, I just
I
didn't want
think
to
so.
put his whole
Yeah.
government out of that.
I was
Yeah, my
calling him
nigga
Cody.
Cody. Cody, why the fuck are you going to Texas, bro?
Merc, are you
Merc's in Texas. Merc, you're. Oh yeah,
wait?
fuck. Merc is in Texas. God damn,
I
bro.
said
I'm
four
sorry.
thousand. I'm at 4 million. Yeah, no, it's a
You gotta
large
love one
scale of
America
people.
to show
Sorry.
why you're better than their hate.
Actually, oh man, I wish we could get Mercs in this so we can talk to him.
Someone
I would.
said it's not the snow; it's the government controlling the snow for population control. I would say that when it comes down to like the viruses and shit that be getting released out of nowhere and
Yeah,
having new strands, that shit, nigga, that
man.
shit.
That I wouldn't honestly. I wouldn't even put it past the
Snow,
government for
snow,
controlling for
snow machines
controlling weather.
confirmed. Someone said snow machines confirmed.
Oh
What?
man, we're gonna have to do a weather um podcast or talk show.
Somebody said them snow machines have been created.
It was bad. Marks, are you
I had to
okay
do
though?
that.
We
I
weren't
had to
ready
do
for
that
this
just
for
one time.
sure. Marks, how are you doing, my friend?
Yes, how are you, bro? Like, I know that shit fucking sucks. I gotta say that, yo, that it really doesn't make. Because I remember we had, what did we have? We had, when was it? I think it was August. We had that outage.
Yeah.
It was like a whole fucking week. It was like a whole fucking week that we didn't have power. And I can only imagine what these niggas is going through. Because I don't think it was snowing at our... No, it was hot as fuck. It was just hot.
Mm.
But these niggas, it's like, what, 8 degrees outside? People's houses are literally imploding
Flooding.
and
Like I've seen
flooding.
people. Yeah.
Nigga, yo, I've seen the videos where, like, homeboy was literally in his kitchen and the shit just plow right in front of him. Like, the roof just caved the fucking... And I'm like, bruh. Oh my
Merck
God,
said
yo, thank you for
just
the
took a
gold. I
Mark
appreciate
said
that.
just took a shower today for the first time in days. Doing better now, but hungry and thirsty. LOL.
Oh my
Merk,
God, Jesus
and you're
Christ,
watching
bro.
us. Go get. I don't even know what to say, bro.
Nigga, go. You need to go to a shelter or something, my nigga.
Like,
Like, do something, please, bro. Need you to be
man,
safe, my nigga. Yo,
Jesus Christ.
California, said California is snowing, so you know something's up. Yo, when the fuck did the
If it,
wildfires? Did all the wildfires stop all around the world, or is like shit still popping off? I think all that stopped, right?
I have no idea.
Oh my God, you know what? I got a question for everybody. And please,
Like, I
let
had
me
power,
know.
but other people didn't have power since Sunday.
Oh my
Bad.
God. People, are y'all ready
Mark,
for this
I'm
question?
praying for you, man. I'm praying for you, my buddy.
Oh, yeah, we praying for you, Mark. Definitely. I got a
For real.
question for y'all. What happened to Jeffrey Epstein and Maxwell? What happened to the case? What happened to everything? What happened to the book? What happened to what happened? Because you know we just literally just forgot about it out of nowhere, right?
It's funny how we forget about a lot of things.
Nigga, we literally, bruh, it was supposed to take down how many niggas? But what happened? The Amazon is still burning. See, like that's the shit. That shit is wild. How is it still burning to this day? That's fucking insane. He was let free to a private island up north, and we were told that he was killed. Oh, you think he's alive? Oh fuck. We had a whole day when the sky was orange. What the fuck? That's wild. Maxwell got arrested in NH up north. Jeff did he kill himself though? See, it's like I don't know what fucking happened that made us forget about the Maxwell Epstein shit. Especially, it involved Trump at the time too. So, like, what
Mm,
happened?
I have no idea.
Cause
No idea.
yo, my nigga, please, someone, please, someone tell me what the fuck happened, because it literally just went off the face of the earth. Dead ass. Yo, I know
I know.
people. I know
Crazy.
some people didn't forget, but what happened with the case? Like, no one stood up on it. Like, no one. I haven't heard anything from anybody that I've personally been around on Twitter, on Instagram, TikTok. Nothing. I haven't seen a motherfucking thing. The only thing I see now are just R. Kelly jokes. Still, I still see R.
Mm.
Kelly jokes. I said we even had lightning and rain at the same time. It was still hot, like we were in Hawaii. So we're in the Bay Area. Like, what the hell is happening? What the fuck? I say the justice system is only for us regular people, not the rich. Obviously, I say we fucking know that much. I say the way these niggas be getting away with all the shit that they be doing, fuck yeah, that shit
We
is
had a
wild.
line that we used for sex
It,
trafficking. Yep.
it's crazy to me that there's niggas that can rape kids and shit like that. Well, mainly, I'm not even gonna hold you. Mainly white people that rape fucking kids and shit like that, but only get like months or like a few years.
Yeah.
But like niggas with drugs get time, like hella time, bro. There was I forgot I was watching some YouTube thing. There's these two girls that like literally just didn't like this girl, so they stabbed her to death in some wilderness and like didn't even bury her, just covered her with like sticks and stones and other debris that they found. And the bitches only got 20 in 10 years. What? I, does, does that, nigga, does that make any sense to anybody? And
Nope.
yo, my nigga, I just don't understand. Yo, my nigga, I really don't. It just hurts to honestly think that like this is the shit. Like this is the shit that we're going around. It's insane. You're
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
you're no. Someone told me to say you're, so I said you're.
You're.
Yeah, you're. I
Your.
don't know.
Are
You're.
they
Sorry,
your?
you're.
Yeah, we say your.
You're. That's a
Your.
year.
Your.
I never even paid attention to that. Yo. Oh wow. Wow. No wonder people say you got an accent. I didn't even notice that. That was cool.
Your.
And inside a
Your.
riot
Your.
and see if the Republicans can just say they're popular figure of speech. Mm. No, they were comment on the thing. I say whatever happened to those documents released by Anonymous detailing Trump's sex charges. Mm. Damn. Now,
It's,
I would say
speaking of Trump,
Anonymous,
it's crazy that he got acquitted, bro. I mean, we all knew that shit was gonna happen, but
he got acquitted twice, which makes me think like what the like not makes me think like what was the point of it. I just know that there's other shit behind the curtain that niggas was trying to hide.
oh, absolutely. One
Like there
of
was
I
something
forgot.
popping off that we don't know about.
I forgot. Somebody said. I think one of the senators or some one of the
Hold on, hold
who
on,
was
hold on, hold on,
voting.
hold on.
Oh,
Say that all over again. You're breaking up.
oh, sorry. I said one of those people who were voting. I think it was McConnell, Mitch McConnell. Uh, I'm not. Don't quote me on this, but I think he said Trump was the reason that the Capitol got raided, and then voted to have him acquitted.
Nigga.
What? Like, okay.
He could literally shoot a
You,
person on Main Street and he wouldn't be charged.
you know what it is? Is if we impeach the president, which we have yet, I mean, like I like fully go through the process, it will have a black stain on American history, and I don't think we want that.
A black stain on American history? You don't think there's already a black stain on American history
No, I
already?
know, but like
Like, you
I'm
don't think
saying,
there's a big ass stain on that motherfucking
oh
flag,
no,
my
no, no,
nigga?
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying there isn't, but I'm just saying maybe I meant to say another stain, like another stain on American history, like that they probably don't want, and they're seeing that, and they just put in it for show. They all knew what the answer was going to be, the outcome. I don't know. It's just crazy. It's mind boggling. You got to like he got impeached twice. Come on.
This shit,
Come on.
like, this shit is wild. It just
Like
don't make no sense.
it's like you're wasting time and resources. And you know what the funny thing is? After they did that, didn't they go on break and shit? So you
I
wasted
think
all
so.
that time. Yeah, you wasted all that time to literally say, okay, we're gonna impeach you. We're gonna do a peace trial for you. Oh, we're just gonna let you. We're just gonna quit you, even though we knew that we're gonna do this anyway. But we gotta show all the people that we're doing this to do our due diligence and show them we're gonna do a trial and everything like this, and just to prove a point. I'm like, but what point are you making? You're wasting resources and what thousands of dollars that you're paying these senate. Oh, I'm sorry, hundreds of thousands of dollars that you're paying these senators and House of Representatives to waste for a thing that could have been like not even a thing. You could have just skipped this whole process, but you had to make it a personal thing to just to show Americans that we are doing this as a democracy. We are doing this to make a difference. To what avail? To what avail? I don't know.
I completely agree. It just, there's so much extra shit that's going on that we don't know and that we're not included on, that we know is actually happening.
Like Cado in the middle of
like,
March,
does that
I
make
was
a lot
thinking
of
it
sense?
to come visit you and Avery.
Does that make sense to y'all?
I missed that whole with you.
Like the fact that we God damn it, I'm forgetting what I just said. I was like, we are literally I forgot what I said. I don't know.
Yeah, it's all good.
I don't know. Somebody else say it for me. If somebody say it for me, hopefully. I don't know. Regardless of the fact, it's just crazy that there's so much that can happen to each and every person, but even if it's the same shit compared to like whoever it is that's doing it or whatever, whoever is doing it, any person can get a different sentence based on who your judge is or who you are. And that shit is fucking insane. I would say the fact that you can essentially lose out on time of your life because an officer doesn't like your tone is wild. The fact that like niggas can can literally arrest you and keep you in hold for like 72 hours without like main explanation or some shit. They can make up some nonsense. Like there's just so many instances where you see certain people get treated certain ways by certain people, and then they'll treat somebody else a completely different way for no good reason. I've seen people have perfectly fine moods while talking to people, and then there's someone that'll come in who also has a perfectly fine mood, or who's like not a bad person or anything like that, and they'll be like, oh, here comes Frank or whatever the fuck, and his happy ass. It's like, what the fuck did Frank do to you? The nigga's just nice. But it's just like, why is it that this person gives you this type of feeling but these other people don't, even though like this person doesn't do something to warrant it? It just doesn't make any sense to me, like how everything is always based on so many different factors, and it's never clear. Well, it's not that it's never clear. Sometimes it's not clear on what the main motive was, and that shit gets skewed a lot and used for the wrong things and wrong reasons.
I totally agree. I can't.
Sorry,
say
I just went off
better.
real quick. My bad.
No, you're good. I just wanted to say, yeah, I agree with you. I mean, I don't really know how I can chime into that, because like you said basically everything, but no, what you said, it was factual. Like that shit is.
Cody, definitely come through, yo. I say you can come visit us in March.
Bro, that would be dope, bro. I hope you do come through and come visit us, that'd be awesome. I'd figure out we'd all come meet up. You know, we'd figure it out. But yeah, no. Well,
What do you think is happening in Area 51?
me,
I'm not even gonna hold. Yeah, yeah. I was
uh,
about to say my shit, but go ahead. What do you think is happening?
I mean, I think they're experimenting with technology so advanced that, or I think whatever species or aliens or whatever they're doing over there is they're trading. You know, like they're giving information to get information. You know what I mean?
Mm. Right.
Something like yeah, like the fucking Indians and Pilgrims. You know, here, let me give you this, and then check this out. I really do. I really think bro. Think about some of the technology we're getting now. Like in such a from 2000 to now,
Right.
from the year 2000 to now,
Mm-hmm.
technology has fucking skyrocketed. And throughout all the years, it was a slower process. You know what I mean? But now we went from having dial up. Do you guys understand fucking dial up like in the 2000s to having fucking computer like PCs that can run up to 4 monitors, 4K television, phones that you can connect to your watch that can call people. You could talk to somebody through your phone or your watch.
Yeah, that shit was wild.
Bro, we have satellites that are doing 5G.
I remember seeing
We,
shit like that in TV shows and movies.
we were using AIM. Remember AIM, bro?
Yes,
AIM to
yes,
to talk to
yes.
people. We were
AIM,
using
Uvu.
Uvu, fucking MySpace.
Ooh.
And now we have apps. We have fucking apps that we can do things with.
Bob
Like
Laser. I don't know what that is.
it's just mind blowing. I'm telling you, technology. I really think that Area 51, like yeah, Cody, I agree. Like I think they're trading with another extraterrestrial, and we are getting information from them, and we are putting it into our world, and it's destroying us.
Okay, that makes sense. I can
Because they
understand
think
that.
about it, because like I actually, crazy enough, I watched the movie, and I only did this because I was doing it with my client, but we watched Wonder Woman, and basically when they they were given wishes. You know, this person, like there was a stone that gave wishes, and the person was like, I want to gain the stone, so and like I want to become the stone. So he gave people wishes, but it
Mm,
literally destroyed society because everybody got what they wanted. And it's kind of the same concept. You know, people are we are asking whatever the being is, the extraterrestrial, for technology, or they're captive, and we're
right.
torturing them to get this information. And but they probably know that this information, we are not made to have this technology like this, and it's just going to get worse.
Yeah.
We're going to keep
I
doing it. We're going to keep doing it. We're going to keep doing it to the point where we just self implode. We're destroying the world. This is, you know, they said, you know, people joke about aliens are coming here to destroy the planet. Why do they need to do that? They just have to give us the technology so we can do it ourselves. That's the realest shit I will ever say.
I gotta honestly. I was watching something today that was explaining. Let me see. It was explaining the movie Signs
Mm.
and how the aliens weren't attacking us with like the regular means of attacking us because we would just destroy the planet because of nuclear arms.
Well, bro, we are our own worst enemy, and they know that.
Fuck yeah, nigga.
Bro,
Sorry.
the fact that we have the option to for like free will, and we can make our own decisions, and there's so many of us in this planet. It's inevitable. Look, the fucking rainforest is burning. What is that doing to our air, our oxygen? You know, iso glaciers are melting in the caps. Bro? I'm so fucking. Let me. And I'm about to change. I'm not really changing the topic, but I'm about to switch it up real quick. They're like the ice glaciers. that are melting. You don't. I've seen the movie The Thing. You don't think there's something dormant there, ready to fuck up our shit? I'm just scared
And the ice
because,
glaciers?
bro, you never
I
know.
think there's a
You
whole
never
city
know,
in that bitch. I ain't gonna hold
bro.
you. I think there's alien. I think there's a
We
whole
can have
alien
fucking
city
God. We can have
underneath the water.
Godzilla waiting for 2025 to blow
I
up our
think
shit,
there's big motherfuckers under the water, nigga. I'm not even gonna
bro.
hold you whether they're aliens or not, nigga. I think there's some big bitches down there, nigga. Like
Bro,
dead
I'm
ass.
just, I'm,
There's some monsters, my nigga.
I mean,
bro.
there's some
People,
monsters, bro.
people
Some
don't understand how fragile we are
monsters.
as human beings. We are, we can die from a fucking sneeze.
You think we
We can.
created aliens? Someone says they think we created aliens. Hold on.
that
I don't know.
I'm
That
gonna let.
doesn't compute. I don't wait.
I,
I
I,
I had to think about that real quick.
I don't know.
Hold on.
I don't know.
Let me slow it down. How? How, Cody? Explain that to me, bro. I'm sorry. Can you hear the sounds too, Suave? Did you hear those sounds?
Yes.
All right,
Yeah.
cool. Just making sure. Just want to make sure it's nice and cool for everybody. I don't want to have to shoot you. You feel me?
I'm curious, Code.
I don't.
Yeah.
Don't make
I
me
wanna
shoot you.
hear. I do want to hear his what he thinks. But no, I mean that's an interesting take.
Yeah, I do
Um,
too. Zombie
I,
apocalypse upon us? When?
hey, shout out to the zombie horde because that's when I'm building a whole
Zombie
fucking army.
horde. Ooh, what
But no,
viruses you think are in the glaciers from the Ice Age? All of them. All of them, my nigga. Literally, all of them.
listen, we're gonna be in a life where we're gonna have to wear gas, like the you know how the CDC has those suits. We're gonna be wearing those suits, the radioactive suits. I'm telling you, because something's gonna fuck up.
So Cody says he thinks it's of all the experiments in the world and tech that we have. Think about it. How so? What do you mean? What experiments and what tech would make you think that we created aliens?
If you really think
What,
about
as in
it,
like artificial intelligent aliens or like actual beings? Let me see. I heard that aliens are fascinated with our nuclear energy, so you might have a higher chance of seeing them near nuclear plants. I agree. There's a sea
mhm.
monster that was found on Google Earth. When? Where? Send the link. I heard that was a species that can literally travel through space or interested in us making toxic waste.
Mark said maybe Area
Mm.
51 hella fortified. We raided well, I don't want to say we. I'm not
I
associated with
think
any
Area
of that shit.
51 is a cover up, my nigga. It's just because everybody already
Honestly,
knows
like
about Area
if they can
51.
raid,
Why continue to leave it shit
yeah,
there? Like that to
if
me,
they
that
can
makes
raid
no
the
sense. Like
fucking the capital, what's saying the motherfucker should have just tried Area 51 at that point with the Naruto run, bro. They honestly they should bring that shit. I don't want to be a part of that. Nope. I'm not associated with that. But I wouldn't I wouldn't be surprised if this year people are gathering to go to run in Area 51. You- I'm, I wouldn't be surprised, you
I
know.
say, Merc
But
is right.
it's so funny how they caught wind of that, like the Area 51 stuff, and they brought all the police officers and they all the army and stuff to protect Area 51. But for the Capitol, they didn't do shit. They didn't do shit. How funny is that? I
That.
don't get it.
Mm.
That's some.
Sorry. I
No,
got
you're
lost for a second because I was thinking, and they said if we can literally clone sheep, decades ago, what type of technology is secret today? That makes a
I
lot
heard
of. I can
we
understand that.
cloned a endangered. We're starting to clone like endangered species and shit, which is crazy.
I I don't agree with the fucking COVID vaccine. I'm just gonna be real. I'm telling, and the only reason I'm saying this because Merck just made a comment saying now the COVID vaccine is likely gonna be 3 doses and not 2. I don't agree with that shit, my nigga. It
Why
takes
is it three
fucking
doses?
time. I don't know, but it takes time, bro. To make a fucking vaccine takes time. I mean, obviously, I'm not a fucking scientist, but my nigga, if there's healthcare workers saying nah, I'm saying nah. I don't fuck with that shit. Not like I'm not fucking with that, bro.
I'm not
If
gonna
we
lie.
can,
I was
these
leaning to
terrorist
getting the
flights allow
vaccine.
brave humans to
I was leaning
operate without
towards it, but my
survivors to
wife
money.
is not a fan, so I'm kind of like on um limbo with it, like for my job and everything, and my everybody's pushing. Like it's such a gray area, man. Because I'm scared. I don't know what the right answer is. I have no idea. I don't know. Am I better off just like it could be death to me?
I'm not
That could
getting
be death.
vaccinated. I say, Carefree Ree asked, "Are we getting vaccinated?"
Well, I was gonna sign up for it, but I have to. Me and my wife have to have that conversation. It's just not yes, it's my body, and it's my decision, but
Even Krobin says it himself. He's like, I don't get why people are excited about it. I'm in healthcare. I'm not with it. He's not
yeah,
even with it. He's in healthcare, my nigga. Like, you want me to go grab that shit? Fuck that. I'm sorry. I don't agree with it. The CIA has secret weapons that blah, 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 blah. The CIA has God damn it. The CIA has secret weapons and technology that they don't tell the public because the natural security so that they bust them out when World War III breaks out, but they would be toys to an alien species. I can agree with that. I mean, yeah. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of fucking shit that they have that they're not telling us about.
of course,
Obviously, I completely
of
agree with
course.
that. Like, I don't trust the government. I don't trust the fucking government, my nigga. I don't. I really don't. That's why I don't trust the vaccine. And I'm not telling other people not to, but like, I'm just saying I'm gonna watch you and see what happens to you first before I do it.
And I feel
And
like a
if
lot of
you
people
too
are doing
fucked
it.
up, and if you're too fucked up, and you over there, and you over there, and that nigga behind you, if y'all
I,
fucked up, I'm not doing it. And that's just me being real with y'all. Like, it's not happening.
I
I
just
said,
don't
dude,
want
we
to
have
get.
enough nukes to blow up. We have enough nukes to blow up Earth over a dozen times. And it doesn't make any sense. It just, niggas get power hungry, and it's just, we gotta be dumb.
I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I forgot my train of thought. I was gonna say something and then it went away. I don't know, bro.
Okay?
This whole thing is just crazy. Oh no, I remember what I wanted to say. I was like, I just don't want to end up like, and this is what scares me about the vaccine. Do you ever see those commercials that say like the law officials or the law
I
not
can't believe my
lawyers
OBS crashed.
basically saying, hey, if you have these have you gotten this medication from this company and you're experiencing this, or did you get surgery and you experienced this, like call this number to sue basically the company to get money for damages. I feel like what if people who got the vaccine years later are experiencing shit, and then we're creating something new that could fuck up everything, bro. Like in 5 years, we don't know. We're injecting people with that we think is, but I don't know, and that scares me. I don't want to like 5 years later and not know what's going on because I injected something to me. Like
I
I don't
completely
know.
agree with that. And
But
everybody in
then
my
I feel
chat seems like they have the same aspect as well. It's like they're just
I
not.
just feel like we might get to a part of life where you can't do things unless you're vaccinated. I really do. I think we're gonna get to a point where you can't travel unless you have your vaccination. You can't
I
do
think
people.
that's when they're gonna introduce the chip of the beast. If I'm just gonna be completely honest with you, my nigga. Like, I know you don't believe in shit like that, but like, I believe that shit because like, that's the
You said
perfect
the chip
fucking
of
time.
the
The
beast.
chip of the beast, the mark of the
What's?
beast. Sorry.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Well, the mark of the beast is like there's gonna be this little motherfucking chip inside you, right? That these niggas control everything. Feel me? Like, you need that to
Well,
go into work. You do it for your
they already
money.
control us.
Your I get it, but like, this is on a fucking chip that's inside your skin, so they know where you are. And if they shut it down because you don't agree with shit, then you have nothing.
Yeah,
That's the point, is what I'm saying. Like, this shit is like, the shit go deep, but it's just, the shit is scary, nigga. The fact that
Mark said,
motherfuckers want to force motherfuckers to get a vaccine. Then there was something happening in Connecticut that my girl was watching the other day that had, I think, like 15,000 people wanted to talk about why you shouldn't make people get the vaccine regardless of their religion aspects. And it was like, motherfuckers was like, yo, I completely ran away from my other country because of religious oppression. Like, my nigga, like, it just don't make no sense. Hey, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Honestly, if anybody wants to follow me on any platform, it's all KingKadoTalks. Literally, if you want to play video games with me, that is I am KingKado. Boom.
I want to play World
go.
War Z with you, bro. I
Simple
saw
shit.
your message like 2 days ago.
Oh,
That
bet we
shit.
can get that shit smacking. So Carefree Reed also wants to play, so that's my nigga. So all three of us could play, and then
Absolutely.
probably we could probably find somebody else as well. But that shit to me is wild, bro. It's just how can so much shit. It's just how can we be so untrust. What is the word? We're so cautious to our own government. We don't trust our government at all, and everyone
But they
makes it
make all
seem
the
like it's not
decisions.
warranted.
Yeah.
They make it seem like it's not warranted. Niggas bombed black people just because they were mad. Like, there's a lot of shit that the government has done to their people, whether of any race, just because.
How many things we don't hear about?
I
People
agree,
think
and
that.
I agree. If I don't get the vaccine and I'm waiting for to see what happens with everybody else, I am gonna stay home. I don't go anywhere now, nigga. I go to work and I come straight the fuck home. I do
Same.
nothing else. Literally, I got a basketball hoop in front of my house, so that means I go outside, shoot my basketball, I shoot my hoop, I come right back in the crib, and I'm chilling. I say shit, I barely even play video games like I used to, which I need to get back into. Trying to get into that wave. If y'all want to watch me play video games, definitely let me know. I say I'm trying to get on that. But like this shit is insane, bro.
The thing about this is this: you need a majority of people, a herd. What's the word? Yeah, you need like a majority of the people to get the vaccine. If 50% of the say 50% of United, well, we'll just use the United States. The United States get the vaccine. There's still another 50%. It's not gonna. It's like we're still here. We're still in the same thing. It just that 50%. It won't affect. Like they won't have any effects supposedly of COVID if or when they catch it.
Right,
But
right.
they can transfer to other people. That's
Yeah.
what we're told. So unless we all get the vaccine, then maybe I don't know. I can't trust something that has been made under a year. Like, and it's hard, and I feel like I want to get it, but I don't know. I'm
And
scared
I no, I completely agree with
because
that. I understand that.
you can't I can't be like, oh, and they inject me with it, and I was like, oh, I don't want it. Once it's done, it's done. It's
Honestly,
like
I
a
think
fucking
we should have been
tattoo.
past this already. Like, if the United States did what the fuck we were supposed to do when this shit first popped off, we wouldn't be here. Like, honestly, I don't even think it's just the United States. If the world did what the fuck they were supposed to, if everybody could have sat their ass home. Also, another thing to the United States, if the United States wasn't built in such a way that it had to run, 24/7, then it would have been okay.
Mm.
I say, but the fact that niggas have to work and like the fact that motherfuckers just have a global pandemic happening, and the only thing that is coming out of motherfuckers' mouth is that I have to go to work. I mean, it kind of makes you think about priorities and the shit that you have to deal with every day
Yeah, can
in
you
this
imagine if
lifetime.
you made everybody stay home?
Like, yo, and it's insane because like we don't have that opportunity. We don't have that growth for the majority of the people in the country to just be able to stay home a week and be comfortable and like live a regular life. This shit is wild, bro. It's insane. It's insane what we've come to and how far we still haven't gotten.
I mean, China was able to do that shit, right? Like,
I think China was able to get rid of it. I'm not sure.
well, I don't. I think. Well, I'm talking about the quarantine. They told their people to stay the fuck home, and they cleaned the streets. And the thing is, like, they saying that it will be out of your system in what 10 days, 14 days, or something in that aspect. Just have us stay all home for 10 days. Don't let us go anywhere.
Yeah,
Tell us
but
to
people,
stock.
but no one. The thing is, the one of the issues with that is that it isn't just the government at that point. It's
No,
the
I know.
people as well, because the people
Yeah,
aren't is not taking that shit. Like niggas is not staying home as much
I
as
was.
we would
Yeah,
love for that shit to happen. It's not. It's not possible.
and
It's in
honestly,
human
it's
nature, my
not.
nigga.
It's not possible because think about it. We still need doctors. We need we still need all this shit. Um, we need all the like these resources that people will have to eventually go out to go get. Like, I don't know how China did it, but
They
they
told
figure
niggas
they
to stay the fuck home, and if you come the fuck out, you going, you going, you're going. Where are we going? Don't worry about it, but you going.
but
Trust
I
me.
mean, but like, what if it's a medical emergency? How do you do that? You need ambulances still. You people.
I don't know. They had niggas come to their house. I have no clue. I honestly
Yeah, but
have.
that's
I have
still
no
exposing
clue.
those people to somebody else. See, we ain't. This is why we ain't
Yeah,
in
but
there.
that's if you know. But if you know what you're doing, going to somebody else that's sick, then I mean, I'm pretty sure you could prevent it.
Yeah, but you're okay. So I don't know, man. It's just it's harder to. It's easier said than um done. You know, like
Always,
yeah,
it's always easier said than done. I don't know if there's. I don't know one fucking thing that's easier done than said.
yeah.
Unless I have to say something in a different language, then I'm pretty sure I could do it easier.
I don't know. It's just mind boggling, man. It's mind blowing. Like this is where we are at in life.
Uh,
This is how far we got. And I'm not saying that this is the end of all existence, but damn, to be in this situation that we are in now, with everything that's going on between the the wildfires and the riots and protests and fucking raiding the Capitol and the 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 um the explosions in different countries and fucking people dying every day and car accidents and just and uh ice glaciers melting. I could keep going on and just how many people have like again died for no reason.
Shit is falling apart, bro, and like
Bro,
it's scary.
this is the worst I've seen it, and I mean, maybe it's been even worse than before this, but this like even like shit like the stock market has crashed during the COVID part, like once COVID first started. Like there is so much going on that it's overwhelming. It's a blessing to make it to the next day because you don't know what the fuck is gonna kill you. You can't even shovel your fucking snow without getting shot.
Yeah, I remember that. We talked about that on the last
Bro,
podcast. If you wanna,
you can't
anyone
even
else, go
they
check that
they
one
they
out.
pepper spraying fucking 9-year-olds.
Dead in the
Like,
fucking face too.
bro, like what are we supposed to do? They tell us try to live your best life, but the most safe I feel is in my own fucking home.
It's the shit is
Wh-
scary, bro. The shit is just
Bro, people are pushing like homeless people are pushing people into the fucking trains. Like what are we getting into self? What are we doing as human beings? We're supposed to fight this, not cause more shit to deal with.
mental illness is at an all-time high.
I agree. I feel like there's the shit that we are dealing with right now is just so much for our mental capacities to handle.
I
This shit
agree.
ain't this shit ain't normal. We were not built for this.
I agree. I completely
But
agree.
But as adaptive creatures, we are adapting to it. But we ain't built for this. Why did liquor stores stay open during when all the fucking everything else almost basically closed? You know why? Because they know motherfuckers were gonna drink their problems away, and if they
Mm,
didn't get their liquor, then all hell would break loose. They
you
had
damn
to keep
right.
the liquor stores open. They considered it an essential. Why? Because it curbs depression. It makes people not really like focus on what the problems are or what they're dealing with. You can just drink it away. So that's why they kept it. They had to. We'd be in a even worse spot if we didn't have liquor.
Fuck yeah, I can't lie. I don't even drink,
Liquor,
but I
liquor,
just know
liquor
that
was
like a
a
lot of
whole
niggas would be
pot.
going
Liquor sales
horrible.
were probably at a whole time all-time high because people had money, but they didn't have anything to spend it on.
You damn right. Niggas is
So
at home bored catching that bread, my nigga. That's just
I'm saying, I mean, that's why like there's so many more content creators. There's people doing other shit because it's crazy. But
sorry.
it's so sad that they no, it's okay. It's so sad that they had to keep the liquor stores open, man. It just shows where we are in the society.
It's
And
just a
I
party
don't
at home.
and I would just say maybe it's just not only the United States, maybe the whole world and just different aspects, but I feel like other countries are dealing with this in a better way. And maybe I'm wrong. Again, this is my opinion. This is my and I don't have again. I didn't do much research, but it just I don't know. I don't know. I feel like
Microdose. What?
them giving us $600 and just saying, okay, good luck,
Them
instead
niggas
of
gave you $1,800 for a whole year and was like, make it work.
that's what I do. That's what I spend in a month
Nigga said, make it work,
on
yo.
bills. What am I supposed to? And then they want us. I don't know. You
No,
think
I get where you're coming from. I say there's just a lot of shit that they're just trying to obviously, how
you
can
know
I
what
say,
it is?
distract you with, just to keep your
Check this
mind
out.
off of
Check
it.
this out.
What?
They're it's natural selection. They are trying to herd the people who can survive this because the people who survive this are it's survival of the fittest. The strong will
Mm.
survive. They are weeding out the weak because then that means they can sustain people who can actually continue doing things.
I can understand that. I say that makes sense to me. It's just, honestly, it's just we're too weak individually, and us
People are
being
just
as a group,
selfish. Agreed.
we still don't realize how strong we are,
I
and it's just how far, and that's just as long as it's gonna go. I say
yeah,
it's been like that for so long.
Mark said people are just selfish and yeah, greedy. Instead of working
Yeah,
together, we're fucking divided we're all divided. We're all survival of the fittest. We're looking out for ourselves. This is why we'll never and here remember this in the next couple of years when we're still dealing with this shit. This is why we'll never get out of this.
uh,
And I'm saying this and I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just seeing it
I
for
say we
what it
just put
is.
ourselves too deep. We're put ourselves too deep to actually
We
make a
will never
difference.
get out of this because everybody has it feels like they're fucking
My
entitled.
thigh itch. Jesus Christ.
Everybody thinks they're entitled, and again, maybe I'm not saying most. Not, I don't even want to say people. I'm just gonna say people feel like they are entitled. They feel
Mm.
like they can make whatever decision was best for them instead of the whole group. That's why when I was playing The Walking Dead, I was telling people the decisions you make is not only gonna impact you, but everyone else. You don't want to wear a fucking mask? Okay, stay in the pandemic and then bitch about why you can't go into stores. Sure, be my guest. I don't give a fuck. I'm already in it. I'm already used to it. Go ahead. Be that dumbass. You want to have parties and then could catch COVID and possibly die? Go ahead.
Yeah,
We,
them niggas
I'm
get on
tired.
my nerves.
We've been in this shit for a year. We are tired of telling you people do what you're told and just get out of it. But you guys want to prolong this shit, so go ahead. Go ahead. You're gonna be miserable. We all want to go back to what normal is, but we will never get there's no such thing as normal, but we'll never get to where we were before.
Never.
We will this is our new normal. even if we got COVID under wraps, people are gonna be so scared. Like the companies, the sports, they're gonna be so cautious
All types of
just in case that
paranoid,
this.
all types of shit.
Yep, people like they're never gonna have full stages. They're never gonna have sold out stages. They're not gonna have sold out performances. They're never gonna do people. There's still gonna be social distancing. There
Mm.
it will never be the same. But this could all have been prevented. That let me
You can
just
only
let
wish.
that sink in. That this
You can
could all
only
have
wish
been
at this point,
prevented.
yeah. Just be real with you. You can only wish that shit can go back to normal. And honestly, I wish for it every day. I know it's gonna take some time. Hey, thank you for the follow. I definitely appreciate that.
Hey, did you break
Stream
300?
sniping, thank you.
Hey, shout
Appreciate
out
that.
to my boy for hitting three over 300
I
today.
hit 300. Oh shit! All right,
Yeah, bro, you
all
were at
right. I got to
298.
stream tomorrow. Then I got to stream. I guess we'll watch some of the videos that I have
Hey,
saved up
shout
on my
out to
YouTube.
KingKadoTalks. If anybody's in my chat, please, please go follow him. I'm actually gonna give him a shout out on my thing real quick. A
Go
shout
follow
out,
me. Go follow me on all
King.
platforms or all any platform that you would like to follow me on. I also do podcast. It's still the same. King Kato Talks on every single podcast or platform that you can listen to podcast on. With that
If it
being
wasn't
said, I'm
for
not even
him,
gonna hold you. Say that what?
I was gonna say without you saying you wanted to do this like a radio, like not, like even if it was a podcast and we just stood talking, man,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be doing this shit. I wouldn't be disinvested into this. So I just want to say thank you, bro. Thank you, my brother. Like you were inspiration to make me want to make content. Like I seen you were doing it, and I just want to applaud you for that because look, you were doing something because you loved it, and look what impact you have done on other people's lives. You have made a positive thing, and I'm using this energy for to help with my depression, to help with my anxiety, and help with all the other issues that I'm dealing with. This has been so helpful. I've had a mental breakdown during when we were all locked. I don't want to say locked up, but when we were all in the house. But you, hands down, like you doing this, I haven't had one yet since, or I haven't had one since, because
Mm.
you helped me find an outlet that I can use my energy on instead of just sitting in my bed and praying that I do something different. So I just want to say thank you so much for this because you have changed my life, and I truly
Hey,
appreciate you, Kato.
hey, I appreciate you too, my boy. Thank you for that. Hey, thank you for the follow, my people. I say to end this night off, say, is there anything you would like to say to people before I do my long ass intro outro?
All right, I'll try to keep this short. I'll try to keep this short. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Avery, but I go by Soavecito. We are in one of the most toughest times that we have ever experienced as a species. This time that we're dealing with is not a time that you should think about yourself, or like try to do the survival of the fittest kind of thing. We need to come together as a species to defeat this, or this thing will beat us. We can't be divided. We have to take it one day at a time and help others so we can help ourselves. It's not about being greedy. It's okay to not be selfish. I'm not saying don't be selfish ever. I'm just saying for this time being, just put your pride aside. Put that pride aside just to get past this so we can try to get some normalcy. We need to try to get back to our old style of living because we're self imploding. This world is a fucking blessing, and we are destroying something so beautiful. For what? For what? This planet isn't ours. We're just here living on it. So why are we destroying something that we're renting? It's just mind boggling. So I say, just help, try to be there for others. You know, we can do this together, but we got to do it one day at a time, and and that's why I'm inspired to be a content creator because I want to be one of those voices that bring people together. And I will say this to end it off from my section. Again, my name is Avery, and I go by Soavecito. I stream Friday, Saturdays, and Sundays, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Starting next week, I will add another day, which will be Tuesdays, 5 uh, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So a total of 4 days a week. I mainly play horror games because, you know, I like getting scared. Chat loves to scare me. I have these chat scare alerts that scream in my headphones and they scare the shit out of me. And it's just a lot of fun. I'm creating a community where people can feel like they can be themselves, a place that they can feel safe to be themselves. I have a lot of flaws. I stutter. I misinterpret things. I there's a million things that I do wrong, but I'm okay with it because it's me. You see what you get. You know, it is what you see is what you get, and this is me. I tell people my real name because I'm a human being. I'm a streamer, but when I turn off the cameras, I still have to deal with all my issues and the problems that I'm going through. And I will say, if you guys need anything, please hit me up on all platforms. I have a link tree in my bio, man. That you can reach out, be like, Avery, I'm struggling with something. I will always find time to help you no matter what. And Kado, we are here to help as many people as we can on this earth. Because this is what we do. This is what our personalities. We want to beat this shit. We want to continue doing what we're doing, man. In the past, but it takes people to step the fuck up. I'm not a sheep. I can never be a sheep. I can't follow online. I have to be a wolf. You got to create paths so people can follow you to what needs to be done. And with that said, man, I just want to say thank you so much for the opportunity for letting me to present myself to you guys. I love every single one of you guys. You guys are special human beings. Don't ever forget that. I will support you no matter what your wishes or dreams are. Shoot for the stars. That's it.
Hey, there we go. Um, so with that being said, thank each and every one of you for coming out to the stream tonight. I know I missed last week, and I just missed last week. There's nothing else I can really tell y'all too much about it. I apologize. But I love all of you, and I'm happy that you came back this week. Please go follow me on each and every platform that you can think of. It's all at KingKadoTalks. If you don't want to follow me, I understand. The fact that you're here is just more than enough. I very much appreciate each and every one of you. More than honestly I can say, more than I can ever show y'all. But just know that I really do very much appreciate each and every one of y'all. I would say the conversation going in chat. I would say y'all keeping the stream going. Yeah, interacting with each other, creating the community that y'all have created. I honestly I couldn't do it without any of y'all, and I love y'all so fucking much. Y'all really don't understand. Like I said, please, please be positive and be honest. Say love yourself, love the people around you. Understand that your journey includes everybody else. I say you deserve a lot, but also know what it is that you deserve. All right? Positivity. I love each and every single one of you. And with that being said, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good night.
Have a good night, everyone.